All right, here we go. This is a custom 3v3 on the new rule set. I think they're calling it version 2 rule set or something, but this is Rath, the new version map. It's, originally version 2 rule set started with Assault, and everyone was calling them Salt rules or just straight up Salt. But now we are on version 2 rules here on Rath, and it is between the blue team in the upper left-hand corner, Phong in the classic Warthog, HO0CHlSCRAZY, the very, very famous Smurf in the classic Striker, and GCalien in the classic Striker as well, and their opponents, the bottom right-hand corner, the Carbon team, Intellect in the classic Warthog, marsh738 in the frontline Warthog, and slimyslice in the classic Saucer. I think a lot of people are going classic because skins nowadays tend to, crash games, and we do see blue team going straight for middle. They're sending a lot of units for that control of mid where that neutral lockbox does spawn, and instead of going for mid, Carbon team is going for their close outpost and starting to go for that island with these jumpers here. Blue team will definitely be able to take this, and with all these units, I doubt that they'll lose control of it. I'm pretty sure they'll be able to control it pretty easily. We do see Intellect doing a little bit of air to ground. No, not air to ground. I was wondering why he was like kind of circling here with a bunch of units over there, but I guess he was just firing normally, barely getting back to that post. But very, very careless there, because we are on version 2 rule set. There was no heal there. All those energy orbs, energy lights were gone, and Marsh also getting killed as well. So Intellect getting killed over his outpost, and that is version 2 rules. We do have a couple creeps, random creeps going for this outpost. Blue team hasn't gone for that yet at all. We do have a very, very different build from each team. Moneymakers on each team's loadouts here, or on all the sockets, or on 4 of the sockets, and 2 levelers. We do have an empty socket here, but full leveler build except for 1 lunchbox for the Carbon team. 1 moneymaker here, 1 leveler here. We already do have Marsh going for this island. He already does have it controlled. Let's see if he can guard it properly. We have GCalien here with a couple creeps. Probably not going to be enough to neutralize it. But what is everyone else doing right now? We do have Phong coming down here with a couple of buckies, so this might be able to. Oh, it actually does finish off that neutralization before even Phong got there. So GCalien was able to actually neutralize that outpost. Phong going down, Marsh killing the rest of those buckies, so slimyslice and Intellect are over here to help him. They will be able to retake this if they prioritize on it, which I don't really see them doing. Blue team finally going for this outpost, and Marsh going with it air to ground, might be able to finish off this Longhorn. Yeah, he will be able to get it. Just kind of moving around, trying to avoid fire as much as possible, and still staying in the area, trying to kill 1 bucky, but a little bit dangerous. Does have to run away when Phong gets over here. But now we do have the entire map, except for that upper right-hand corner, completely claimed. And now we do finally see a couple of creeps going into this one, taking it for the Carbon team. It's still very, very unguarded, so let's see if Blue team decides to do anything with it. And now Intellect just doing quick flyby, scouting around. They haven't really surrounded this middle area where that lockbox spawned. I really would expect that, but we do see a bucky push over here to the top that might actually neutralize it. However, we do have 4 bunkered infantry, so that will last a little bit longer than you were used to seeing, especially compared to that island down there, which has been retaken by the Carbon team. No sockets down yet, but this outpost has been neutralized. Buckies have been killed, though. Intellect very close to death and stays over his outpost, but now HO0CH trying to drain whatever energy he can from that outpost, and Intellect now having to deal with this bucky push. There were kind of 2 pushes split there. And now Intellect desperately trying to guard and deal here. HO0CH just firing in. I mean, all the blue units have been killed, but blue has been able to actually take this outpost, and a couple more creeps going down, so now Carbon definitely on the defensive. They don't have mid, really. I mean, there is no outpost there, but if you control the area, you have those lockboxes, and that is pretty much OP right now. I think it's 30k per lockbox for GCalien with that Striker shield. Really low health. He has nowhere to go, and might finally get killed here. No. Oh, does. Oh, wow, that was really great dancing right there. He lifted off and was able to land in time with that before getting killed, but does once again fall to the low ground. He does have a ramp over here that he can take, and in the meantime, we do have HO0CHlSCRAZY neutralizing this outpost. Finally, Intellect is coming to respond, but I don't think it will be in time. There's only 1 infantry left in the bulb slot, and it does go down to neutral, and now, oh, Marsh and Intellect and Slimy are all here. All the Carbon team is here, but Marsh almost getting killed does go down. slimyslice does go down as well. Intellect is the very last player over here, and bringing some soldiers, though, might be able to retake this outpost, and there's only creeps over here. And I am a little sick, guys. I'm sorry if I, clear my throat or cough a little bit, but I haven't been able to record anything for like a week and a half. unfortunately. And, you know, just... I've been trying to figure out how I can do more videos while staying sick. But actually, let's get back to the action here, not changing the topic. We do have blue team actually neutralizing and taking this outpost with a push of Buckies and a lot of infantry. We do have already bunkered infantry there, but in the meantime, we do have Intellect dropping here with some soldiers. Will probably, yes, does get it neutralized. I doubt he'll be able to take this unless he can body block for his infantry. No, the bulbs do get knocked down. However, okay, so blue does have this outpost. Carbon is still under contest here. Where is Carbon team? Carbon team really needs to support Intellect, but Intellect goes down. If they were able to take this, that would pretty much even the score for blue taking this outpost. They do have a clump of units over here. It's mostly jumpers, a couple artillery, and creeps walking by, but we do have a push here of units, mostly Buckies. Once again, we are sitting in the Bucky meta, Bucky meta, ladies and gentlemen. Oh wow, a little bit tongue-tied there, but Phong does go down. A lot of damage will go down on the Carbon team though, and this will serve as a good you know, distraction, keep them away. The blue team neutralizing that last close, and a quarter of about a quarter or a fifth of Carbon's health is already gone. And Hooch getting focused there by Marsh and Intellect. Oh, and I think Slimy was also there. I'm not sure who was firing at him exactly. But now Carbon team has lost this last outpost. It does go up to blue. All they have now is this corner. And they haven't even socketed everything they could socket. You know, that is the big difference between socketing levelers at first versus socketing moneymakers. A lot of people don't like socketing moneymakers on the version 2 rules because credits are expendable. Outposts do run out of credits. But, you know, that does give you the early boost, and, you know, this fort has plenty of credits left. This doesn't have anything socketed either, so socket units not too important, apparently, according to this game. In version 2 rules, definitely not the case, which is very unfortunate. We aren't seeing much things socketed here, but Carbon team trying to take this back. This lockbox was brought here. That's really weird. I guess all the units were pushed from here to this bottom. So no one really has control of the mid yet, and the blue team really needs to take this outpost so they can sell that lockbox. Hooch is doing that finally now, and barely gets to sell it. Yes, he did get, if you saw that, he is queuing up a bunch of stuff right now, but if you saw that 30,000 pop up, he was able to sell it right before that outpost got neutralized, and now Slimy just desperately trying to fight over here, but you know, without the outpost control is really difficult, especially with a lot of enemy units here guarding. We have 3 T-45s just contributing in damage. And right now we do have Phong killing a stray artillery. What was this firing on? I guess it was some of the units coming in over here. But yes, Carbon team does have this, so they are starting to maybe move a couple units over here. Flacker defending an Archie. And that will allow them to, I don't know, it'll allow them to do a little bit more. Phong will be able to finish off this Flacker on the ground here, and probably that artillery, unless Marsh does save it, actually. Where is the rest of the blue team? GCalien is dead. Hooch coming back to the fight right now, finally respawning. But Carbon team actually doing a pretty good job contesting this outpost, firing in, neutralizing very quickly. At this point of the game, neutralizing is not as important as it is in the old version rules, in the current version rules, I guess version 1 if you want to call it that. But you know, just because that the outpost gives you one less thing in this version, and that has that heal if they you know, if the outpost doesn't have any bulbs on it, any energy bulbs. We really have to figure out how to differentiate those terms. But Hooch getting killed by Intellect there, and Carbon team actually is starting to come back, taking this outpost here. It's a little surprising to me that they can keep up in units though. It is 29 to 31 in terms of number of units. Upkeep numbers aren't the same here on version 2 rules, so can't really get a, you know, exact, not necessarily exact, it wasn't really exact before, but you can't really get a good estimation of, you know, unit count versus power of the units, you know, on the ground here. But blue team retaking this outpost, more neutralizing gonna go down here. Intellect will definitely be able to take this unless we see some more infantry spam, which we don't, and Marsh getting killed in the air. So Intellect does neutralize that outpost, getting killed, and we do have a complete team wipe on the Carbon team, so blue team will definitely be able to retake this if they choose to do so. GCalien coming with just a T-45 for some strange reason. More infantry now coming from Phong, and Hooch does bring some as well. Intellect coming back to the fight, but not going to be in time. There's a lot of defenses down here now, so I doubt that he will be able to really neutralize anything at this point. All those creeps do get killed very, very quickly. However, they have been able to take this bottom post back, so that's very, very important. I mean, it's not necessarily gonna put them back in the game, but it'll keep them in the game. And now we do have Intellect and Marsh going for some front door attack here. Intellect gonna be killing that lunchbox first, so now we have hero hogging right at the front door. GCalien will be able to finish off this Longhorn. No, Intellect does decide to pick it up, reposition it, starts the body block for it, contributing more damage, and GCalien finally finishing off that Longhorn now. But we do have more, we have Hero and Striker, Hero and Striker, Warthog and Striker heroing right now, and it's very, very close actually. So we do have Marsh still firing here. Oh, but it is blue team that will be able to get this victory. Phong and HO0CHlSCRAZY firing into that front door with that Longhorn in support. Actually didn't even set it on attack, I think. But that was enough to get this finish on that Carbon team. Phong, HO0CHlSCRAZY and GCalien, this glitch is back. I don't know if it'll ever go away, but that glitch is back. Phong, HO0CHlSCRAZY, and GCalien do take this custom 3v3 on Rath over Intellect and marsh738 and slimyslice. Wow, I put an extra and in there for some weird ass reason. But yeah, guys, version 2 rules are here. Whether or not they will definitely take over, you know, our current set of rules, you know, we don't know, but we shall see. I do think it will be some sort of hybrid between the two. And that will be pretty interesting to see. We are coming out of beta on October 10th, which is 10/10. So guys, look out for that. Also, check out my video description and my links. I'm not sure what I'm going to change it to at this point, but I'm sure they will be interesting. No one ever clicks on them, but whatever. Send your replays into RUI0rect@gmail.com or message me on Steam at RUI. So yes, guys, this is RUI, and that is game. See you next time.